all are in HR? Raise your hand. All right. For those that raise their hand, I have to ask you, what is it that you are doing with your keys? And no, not your car keys, but the keys to the gate that you keep. Because you see, over the past 20 years, HR has been going through a transformation from that of an administrative paper pusher to that of a strategic business partner. And within that transformation has come a set of keys. Now, these keys are twofold. On one end is the micro scale, where HR individuals will decide headcount, job titles, salary, and processes for individual companies. The other side of that key is on the macro scale, which is a social conglomerate of all of these decisions. And that impacts industry demographics, full job market life cycles, occupational rank and status within society, along with their ability to generate and accumulate generational wealth. So we have to ask ourselves, what role does HR play? What are the keys that this gate keeps, and how do these keys impact the wealth gap in America? Because simultaneously over this 20-year transformation, we have also seen an ever-growing, widening wealth gap in the US between that of the upper class and the lower and the middle. And so some individuals may attribute this to things like gender selection and job processes and for their jobs, for instance, citing that males go for more higher paying jobs, such as that of a CEO, a doctor, or a lawyer. Meanwhile, their female counterparts go for more lower paying jobs, like a female CEO, a female doctor, or a female lawyer. So we know also that the wealth gap doesn't just stop with gender. Whenever we analyze those groups of different races or differing or disabilities, we also see an ever-widening wealth gap. It's taking its time. I'm much faster up here. Sorry, guys. So within that wealth gap are impactors that can impact this that are somewhat outside of HR sphere. One is the taxation of the top percentage of earners decreasing, inciting an accumulation of wealth. The other is legislative corporate deregulation, which allows for more job offshoring, along with non-compliant reductions in force. And there are also positive impactors on this wealth gap as well, counteractors, if you will. We have record-breaking college graduation rates, with the demographic of that data altering, females outpacing males, and also these graduates creating record-breaking profits. So what are we left with? We have an ever-growing wealth gap, the most educated population in our society, corporate deregulation that allows us to lay them off en masse, even in record profit-breaking seasons. So could we ever show scientifically a linear relationship of causation and correlation between HR and the American wealth gap? No. However, do we know for sure that this thin layer of individuals has the micro and macro keys to create an impacting relationship and to make change within this space? Yes. Because even individuals like Elon Musk has to have someone in HR sign off on their paychecks to get them out of payroll, has to have an HR person oversee their employee salaries and sign off on mass layoffs in record profitability seasons. The role that you have in HR is unique. It is not like any other part or department in the business. So I have to ask you, how will you as HR professionals hold the line? How will you make change for the greater good? And these changes can be small. It can be things like no longer doing salary negotiation, which preys on social stereotypes and the underpayment of previous employers. Or it could be something like big changes, like diversifying your C-suite and investment board to be much more reflective of the communities that you serve. Because who is allowed to profit off of your business is just as important as who is employed by it. So I have to ask you all a simple question. What are you doing with your keys? When completing your duty of protecting the company, how is that defined for you? Is that defined as people or as profits? This role is unique, and it is unlike any other before or any other department. And your ability to make change bigger than yourself and bigger than your profession is within the keys that you hold. Thank you.